G'day guys, it's time to do some gapping. Just follow me through here and we're going to do some gapping. I got my little apron on and we're going to be using GSA gaps. It's not a bad drop. I use quite a lot of it. Probably use a few of them on this house, but that's it there. I find it doesn't taste that bad and it does the job, and that's the important thing. It's always have one cut ready in my little pouch here, and I keep a couple of spare tips to change. Now I don't cut the tips at all, that's how they come and that's how I use them. Unless they've got some damage on, then I'll trim them. If I've got big holes, I'll trim them and just do all the big gaps there. But the gap gun I'll be using is this one here. Now this is probably the best quality gap gun that you can buy. I'd like to actually do a video on gap guns that I've had over the years. Now this is a ETS 2000. It's a pretty good gap gun. This will get, I'd say, a couple of years of professional use. I think I've only ever worn one out and that just started to slip a bit. But yeah, Ergo Tech series. Yeah, bloody good gap gun. Very light, it's made out of plastic, and it's easy on your hand. It's got good gear ratio. Yeah, not bad at all. So I'll just do a bit of gapping. Trim our thing for this, we'll just double up on it. Do a little bit of spit. Good to go, nice and smooth. It's good, it's nice. So this gets left for the day. It gets plastered, these frames gets plastered after I do this. This is where I put my music on and start just chilling out and just gapping. And what I do, I just get around and do all the bottoms first. Now always undercoat before I gap, unless the timber has been pre-primed, which this has. Then you can get away gapping it, but don't gap the bare plaster. Another good benefit of these gaps is it doesn't run. I've never had it run. I might have an air pocket in it every now and then, but it's usually pretty good. So that's one of the reasons I use it. Now if you don't want to use spit, which I've been using for 40 years, if my finger's totally worn out, if I'm bleeding from all my fingers, sometimes I put a little rubber glove on the tip and I can use that. There are other ways, other things you can do it. Stuff called, the guitar players put it on their fingers when they wear through the skin. That's another one you can use. The other way is just to have a pot of water, just like that, and you can just dip your finger in and keep that finger wet like that. So that's another way I do it sometimes. If the gaps is ones that actually burns your lips and burns your throat and there's a very strong taste to it, I'll use a bucket of water, pot of water, and I'll just move that around with me and dip my finger in there, and any excess I wipe off on my apron. So that's how I do my gaps. I don't use a rag. My rag is my apron to wipe all my gaps off, and my spit is that. And or if you don't want to do that, use a bucket of water.